Let me try to push that back a little bit. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna close one of these windows. Or turn down the light just a little bit. Okay. All right, what am I doing? Trying to adjust some things. All right, hold on. Maybe both of them. I don't like this new setup, but I have to deal with it for now. Okay. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and read from this book right here, right? Because for some reason, you know what I'm saying, Source had me pick up this book out of nowhere. Okay, it's called John Locke, the Second Treatise of Government. Okay, and I think we read from this before. Okay, over the summer. But again, this is one of them books that I don't know. I feel like it has a lot of kind of information in here, kind of to jog your memory, you know, take you down memory lane. Yeah, the copyright for this book is 1952. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple cards just to see why it's, you know, why. All right, why I'm led to go ahead and pull from, and read from this text today. Because I skimmed through it last night, but I was getting sleepy. I was actually falling asleep while I was reading. And I just want to kind of get like a little bit of a spiritual narrative of what and why. Okay. Oh, okay. Is that gonna ting? Okay, let's see. So we have richness. Okay, whatever that means. I didn't even know it was a word. All right. And it says, search further. The deeper you explore this issue, the more truth you will find. It will be well worth it. Okay, so that's one of them. Okay. All right, let's see. Again, we like truth up in this month. Okay. That was a lot. All right. Okay. All right. So we're just going to read them all real quick. Okay. So we have faith here. It says loving and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do. It's also the bravest. Take a deep breath or big deep breaths and know that this is right. Okay. All right. So I don't know. There's so many directions. I feel like I'll be being pulled in. I don't know what the hell we talking about letting go of, but you know, hell, we got here with the Jane Austen deck, a truth universally acknowledged. Okay. So again, maybe it's letting go of a relationship or a man or energy or a belief system or something here. I don't know. All right. It could be anything. Right now I'm letting go of some clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through my stuff because I want to have like a huge garage sale, you know, to get rid of a bunch of stuff and donate some stuff or whatever. And then, you know, I also sell clothing, so I got to get it together. All right. So it says strength. Okay, you need to stand up and have an opinion because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. And this is what I feel. Okay, so there you go. All right. This decision will have, again, people may not believe in universal energy when it comes to certain people that are on this plane to do certain tasks. Because again, the world or society is going to have you look at those people differently and as if they don't belong and they this and they that, but they don't understand the inner something that's within each and every one of us that we can activate by getting in tune with our most high self and then source or the universe. Okay. Again, so in that case, we must be dealing with soulless beings or people that don't have that sense. It's kind of like senseless or mindless, a lot of senseless or mindless behavior, I feel, that goes on here. Okay. The thing that makes me upset is that people will sit there and know who you are, know what it is, and they will work against you and they will talk about you and they will try to harm you instead of helping you or hinder you instead of, you know, helping. And it says this decision will have long-term effects on your future. So what I feel like there's a lot of spiritual shit going on right here. And I feel like wherever I am, whether it is the physical location, or, you know, whatever this is, I feel like, you know, just being someone that has felt like a targeted individual, that knows what I'm here to do, but the world may not want to accept or embrace me for that. And I understand that that's not a problem for me, but it'll never change how I feel and how I see and what I know about myself and source. So I just keep on moving. But I know that there's plots and plans going on that have to do with my livelihood, where I feel like I'm not, someone is making it so I don't have a choice, or that I'm not in charge of things when it comes to me. Okay. And so and I feel like that's the energy that I've been rotisserie in for the past 24 hours. Because I feel like there's something maybe in the darkness that I can't see. Okay. There's something there's something in the darkness that I cannot see. You know, and a lot of foes, you know, more foes than friends. Okay. All right, it says confidence, believe in magic. You don't need an explanation for everything. Trust it has happened for all the right reasons. Okay. All right. And then worthwhile. Life is not about being taught a lesson for getting something wrong. It's about having an experience that adds richness to your life. And then here we go with questions. Okay. It says what you are thinking of is absolutely correct. Damn. Okay, source. Let me have it. All right. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. Well, God damn. All right. Or God dang. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and read. All right. Because I feel like, you know, there's something here. All right. So again, this book is, wait. Oh, maybe this is chapter 16. Okay. And it says of prerogative. Okay. It says where the legislative and executive power are in distinct hands, as they are in all moderated monarchies and well-formed governments, there are the good of society requires that several things should be left in discretion of him that has executive power. Now, look at this. You see what I'm saying? Now, this him could be a her. All right. This is the energy that I think we're talking about here. Okay. Let's see if we can, you know, if you guys want to walk with me. Again, I'm never here to tell you what it is or ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. All right. And it says, yeah, some things are left to be in discretion of him that has executive power, for the legislators being able to foresee and provide by law for all that may be useful in the community or to the community. Well, dang, we got the community card over here too. Okay, so again, this is making me think, you know what, this is exactly what it is. It's almost like what we were just talking about the other day about credentials and things like that. Okay, and then about, you know, the spiritual being that is going to have, we're seeing this girl here. Okay, all right, the spiritual being that is going to have something within them that is the world is going to be looking at. They come all the time. I mean, this is not the world card, but she's definitely inside of an O or an oval kind of thing, and she has a flower here. Okay, and I don't know why this is making me think about deflowering, okay, or defunding here. Okay, all right. Again, and I'm noticing precious jewels here. Okay, for some reason. Okay. Huh. All right, so we have this Ace of Hearts. Okay. We have this bird here and this feather, and then it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like manifest destiny to me. Like you can take something and manifest something, you know, out of nothing, almost like that. Is what I'm getting here, something magical. And then we have Judgment here, okay? And then we have the Emperor again, okay? And then we have the same card. So this is resonating on what's been going on for the past couple of days, the Moon. We all have our best guides within us if we will only listen, okay? And then the Hermit card, sitting back and shining a light on something. Okay, maybe something about a death here too. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish reading here. All right, so this is making me think about the spiritual aspect of this, and then laws, right? Because there has to be there has to be balance there. Okay, it can't be all brute force with people using mandates and laws and things like that to, you know, do these things and not respect or accept the spiritual essence of God that's going to be on this plane. Because God is not, he's talking about the 10 commandments. Okay, and probably even that might have something to do with the the Constitution, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yes, there's going to be laws, but I'm just saying, when is it too much? When you start using them against innocent people, I say. All right? The regulations and all these other things, okay? It says, let's see. Yeah. Okay, the executor of the laws having the power in his hands. Okay. Let's see. So again, I feel like some of this jargon or some of this information is also, due to, I feel like there's also like these kind of mind games, but I'm open to be that open vassal. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with this energy and with this lined up, the universe is lining this up, I feel. But also I feel like it's after groups of people have had plenty of time to speculate and to correlate. And I know I was seeing something on the media today about, people, certain agencies being used to spy on American people or to spy on those who are going to preside. Okay. So it comes with the territory, but I think that it's very invasive, some of these things. And I think some of this is actually illegal. And it's treasonous, especially when someone is actually sitting on a throne. Okay, now we have the spiritual throne, okay, which is the fact based, and then we have who has been selected for you to select when it comes to who's going to be the president. Okay, so again, because I'm thinking like, do we really know for a fact that the electoral energy is what actually selects the president, or is it your vote or your vow to God, which that's what vote means. All right. And again, I wonder if people can make a solemn or make a sacred vote to a God without a ballot or a piece of paper. Is that something that you do with so-called prayer or communing with source? All right. Okay. Common law of nature, a right to make use of it for the good of the society. In many cases where the municipal law has given no direction. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is what makes me think about this whole thing. All right. Because I feel like some people are supposed to have mentors and things like this, but the mentors didn't come to help. They came to harm. All right. To exalt something that is not of source, something that is in the likeness of source. Okay. All right. It says till the legislative can conveniently be assembled. All right. To provide for it. Many things there are which the law can be. Let's just go ahead and pull this up real quick. All right. Okay. Which the law can by no means provide for. And those must necessarily be left to discretion of him that has the executive power in his hands or hers. All right. So this is about like being free, setting somebody's self free, setting the record straight. You know what I'm saying? Not taking any more BS. It's like taking, again, your destiny in your own hands and stopping allowing people, because I feel like I have many people that have their hands on, because again, some of us, let's be honest, have been separated from the knowing of who we are to a certain extent, right? But you do know something, and source is leading you. You're having faith in following source right now. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm in his hands or their hands, the ancestors' hands. Okay. And that's what gives me power in my hands when it comes to, creating, manifesting, sharing truth, or whatever we're doing here. Okay. Enlightening ourselves, being using discernment and knowledge and wisdom that we've taken to take into this next level. Okay. It says to be ordered by him as the public good and advantage shall require. Nay, it is fit that the laws themselves should in some case give way to the executive power, or rather to this fundamental law of nature. Okay, so we're talking laws of nature here. Okay, and government. Okay, it says that as much as may be, all the members of society are to be preserved. Okay, so again, no one, I feel like all the members of society should be preserved and not rejected. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying yesterday, I feels like that some Americans, again, that may have been left in certain positions may be now looked at as minorities. Okay. And I feel like this is something that was done on purpose. We can stop acting like somebody did it by mistake. Somebody left some people behind some lines and they knew what was going to happen to them there. They were supposed to be preparing them for something, but they decided not to because they had their other plans here. All right. And I think Source is speaking to people in the spiritual realm to straighten things out here. All right. For since many accidents may happen wherein a strict and rigid observation of the laws may do harm, as not to pull down an innocent man's house to stop the fire, right? When the next to it is burning, okay? When the next to it is burning. I don't know why it's making me think about Monopoly. It's also making me think about a house on fire. Wow. Okay, this is giving me spirit guide energy here. It's making me even think about King. I'm afraid I'm bringing my people into a burning house or a burning building. All right. So again, this is making me think about like restricting or not, you know, it's making me think about holding back, not, using this. Okay, maybe this pen here, right, is making me think about not signing up for the BS. All right. And pulling back from whatever this is that is choosing to go against God's children. And I think people maybe didn't know that at some point in time in the past. And there were some that did come and try to share that or say that, but people didn't realize what they were saying because they had been educated or trained to see or think something else. As not to pull down an innocent man's house, okay, to stop the fire when the next to it is burning. And a man may come sometimes within the reach of the law, which makes no distinction of person by an action that may deserve reward or pardon. It is fit the ruler should have a power in many cases to mitigate the severity of the law and pardon some offenders. For the end of, government, for the end of government being the preservation of all as much as may be, even the guilty are to be spared where it can prove no prejudice to the innocent. This power to act according to discretion for the public good, without the prescription of law, and sometimes even against it, is that which is called prerogative. I'm hearing it's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do, okay? Again, like free yourself, freeing your mind, and the rest will follow, right? And that's what this whole channel has been about. It's not been to stir up anything unless that's what you feel like you need to do. But it's just been to unchain the minds to get us out of that mental slavery. And I think some of us have been punished and put in a social slavery or some kind of social slavery or some kind of servitude, okay, because of that. For since in some governments, the lawmaking power is not always in being and is usually too numerous. And this is what we talk about here. It's too much. It's too much. Nobody even knows these laws. Nobody even know, it's just too damn much. It's like to regulate things, you have to bring it back down to the bare minimum and then build back up from there. Because a lot of these things, these laws, which actually sometimes means lies in etymology, okay? It can be, what brings nations down. Usually too numerous, okay? And so to slow for the dispatch requites to execution. All right, and must also, and because also it is impossible to foresee. All right, so again, this is what I'm saying about the blinding energy here. People that have been binded or blinded or, blindsided, or even, the way that some of these politicians talk about things right underneath your nose. And that's why some of us are able to read people energy, read between the lines, read between the headlines. This is something that they don't understand. Right. And you're punished for doing so, I feel, by society and by your own people sometimes. And they don't understand what they do. So it's like that whole thing about Yeshua. They know not what they do. Because I can feel the heat of the breath of those who are trying to breathe that fire on me, and there's something else inside of me that is stronger than that, and I can't help that. I'm not going to feel bad about that either. I didn't come here to fit into this particular world. I came here to change it, and source dismantled it so that we can do so. And because also it is impossible to foresee. And so by laws to provide for all accidents and necessities that may concern the public, or to make such laws as will do no harm if they are executed with inflexible rigor on all occasions and upon all persons that may come in their way. Therefore, there is a latitude left to the executive power to do many things of choice, which the laws do not prescribe. This makes me think about the kind of things that some of us are going through here, with secret services spying on you in inappropriate ways, which leads to some people that should not have access to you, especially when it comes to those royal heirs. So who are the heirs that are allowing this to happen to other heirs while they're trying to lift themselves up off of those people or walk up amongst their backs? You have to question that, because in all, there are immigrants, there's migrants, there's foreigners, there's whatever on this land. But what the one thing is, the sexual intercourse or immoralities is someone, staying somewhere and benefiting some, like I said, this is, people are free to do whatever they want to do as long as they take care of what's at home first, I guess, right? So again, a lot of times, the taxpayers here have to make up for, all of this inconvenience with illegal immigration, okay? And then also it's almost like too, when, what it makes me, is making me think about somebody living at a place and not giving to it financially, right? At one point in time they did, but they're not giving to it financially. They're not bringing home the bacon. They're not doing these things. They're not being trustworthy. They're not being, reliable. They're not being supportive mentally or spiritually, emotionally, or anything, right? And then, because I feel like this is an overthrow. We're talking about an overthrow of an empress here, okay? And the closest, keep your friends close and your enemies closer is kind of like the energy here. And again, I feel like we're dealing with alter egos of people, because as soon as you get up and feel good about yourself, it feels like, that light, they want you to stay down, okay? This energy, again, I feel that comes near me through other people, wants to keep me there. And it's almost like shaming someone when you're not giving, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like people that, come here and work here, but they send whatever they make back home to another country. You know what I'm saying? That is, I see if someone's taking care of their parent or something like that, but this America should not be a place where people should be able to come and do that. And if they are, it should be whatever you're doing here needs to be, taken care of first. Because a lot of these people, are they paying taxes? Are they doing the things that Americans have to do? I mean, we have to question these things. Or are they just coming here and sucking it dry and, going back home, or, still representing their hometowns? Because then that is where the corruption, that is where the core is, and the stability and the foundation, of a nation that's being built is going to crumble. It won't last. It says this power will, while employed for the benefit of the community and stability to the trust and the ends of the government, is undoubted prerogative and is never questioned. For the people are very seldom or never scrupulous or nice in the point. They are far from examining prerogative, all right? While it is an all tolerable degree employed for the use it was meant. That is for the good of the people. And that's just point blank, period, okay? So again, I'm sitting here looking at that wheat, right, in my back yard, okay? Okay, so we have the Judgment card here, okay? Sources told me pick them up, all right? The Sun card here, all right? We have the Nine of Cups here, okay? Because I think some people are like judging as if somebody should think that people should bring something. Well, if it's the Queen or the Empress and people were sent here to help her, and especially people that were sent here to help and then maybe even hindered her, you damn right. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can somebody know what profession if they don't know they have the job, if they don't have anybody there to help them, if they don't have the certain people that people would need in order to run or learn or do something like this? You have the credentials, you have the heart. Source has already selected certain people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So again, maybe something with a King of Swords here, trying to cut a girl off. All right, okay, okay. So we have the Ace of Wands here, okay. I got the power. Okay. And then we have somebody constructing things or changing things or toiling away at something. And, you know, this made me think about the John Henry Clark bill that, the administration said they took to the Congress and worked on it, for 2 months and chiseled it out before they displayed it to the world. Okay. All right. And it says here, wait, I want to look at the Empress card because I'm thinking about something. So yeah, I feel like this is the energy here. Like someone's trying to steer someone away or overthrow them off of their own land. Okay. Even woman and child. Okay. And that's the Six of Swords there. All right. Which is going to lead to heartbreak. But it's like, I feel like this is an energy of someone that can't be moved literally. All right. So this person has to watch their back. Okay. So maybe this is why she's in this hangman position, getting the knowledge and going further with this. I don't know. We have the Knight of Wands here, but what I'm really looking for is the Empress here. Yeah. Because I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, this is, people are trying to turn somebody's money upside down. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it so nobody, yeah. And then this union too is in reverse. Somebody's trying to turn a union in reverse. A Knight of Swords that is a knight in shining armors for the Empress. Okay. They're trying to turn that in reverse. Okay. Because they want to leave the Empress out in the cold because they know the Empress is the God on earth at this point in time. And to be honest with you, over all this time, all of these crimes and all this murder and all of this stuff, we have to figure out where we're going wrong when we're talking about God energy or Godhead energy. Okay. So again, this is the binding and blinding that I feel like we're talking about here. And this is the spying that people are doing here. Okay. A lot of women want the title of the Empress, maybe even her own daughters, because we're dealing with spirit. We're dealing with energy here. So I feel like some people have already been swapped out energetically. And you can put that however you want to. 5G energetically, naturally, some kind of ascension, whatever, some kind of descending. Okay. All right. So again, we have Venus behind her, or the feminine energy thing, and Venus behind her here too. Okay. But this is the Empress, and this wheat is in front of her. Like I said, this is the energy all day that's resonating over here. Okay. And I feel like there can only be one Empress. There's not many Empresses. There can be high priestesses, there can be queens, but there's only one Empress. Okay. And she has been ordained, and she's been given those 12 stars by God to do what she has to do. All right. But you have all this darkness or whatever surrounding her pineal gland, which that represents to me. Okay. And then her heart is being ripped out of her chest because, again, she has to go through trials and tribulations and things like this in order to get in that seat. So for somebody else somebody to come and build up another being and try to make her feel like she has to, debate, or there's a competition for her title when she's already been anointed and ordained by God is ridiculous. And look, she got all the tools up her sleeve and everything that she need in order to do her job, sitting right where she at with her microphone right in her damn hand. So again, anybody can try to, I feel like, again, a masculine energy may be very well know this. They may be very well in tune with my energy and they know what this is. But because of the matching of energy, or maybe they can't take my light, they're choosing to take a downward version or an alternative version, is what society wants me to think here. Okay. But I feel like I know the masculine, and I don't feel like that's the case. I just feel like there's something going on here within the soulmate, the twin flame, and the twin ray energy. I feel one of them has already maybe not be here with me. Whether it's a detached or death. Okay. But again, my cup is full. They can keep on trying to mess with it, but it's always going to be full because, again, this is anointing from source, from nature, laws of attraction here, manifest destiny here. All right. With that inner alchemy here, with the temperance here. So they can use science, and they can use the media, and they can use social media, and they can use whatever they want, devices to try to, this person is scheming. What temperance is to me in this situation, the story that I've been telling over this time, is a scheming energy here. And it's also another, it could be for good or bad, though. I'm not even going to lie to you. Okay. So yeah, I feel like the Chariot is here. I'm on it spiritually, but physically, somebody doesn't want me to get on this Chariot here. Okay. to move forward. The spiritual, there's no question about it. But the movement here on this plane, they're using me for the spiritual essence and sucking me dry and allowing others to, again, take ideas, business ideas, whatever, tap into my energy, watch me, stalk me, all this kind of energy here. Okay, and I was blinded to it, but now I see. But now I see that this is a whole community, maybe even partners, family, friends, co-workers that want to leave somebody out in the cold before telling the truth. And again, when you blindfold somebody, you just heighten their senses in other directions here. You're not stopping anything, not anything that has been already ordained by God. You're not going to do that. All right. So again, outwardly, or the physical movement of a person, and this is a scary thing for an empress, right? Or the Christ energy. The empress is the Christ. Or you can say Jesus or Yeshua or the Messiah or whatever you want to call it. That is the spiritual essence. The masculine energy is the physical man, you know what I'm saying, that's walking, that's connected to this energy. And together, whether people see the connection or not, is what gives him that power to go on and do what he does. The essence of it and the core of it is the earth. It is the empress. She's sitting here with her microphone because it's what she has to say that is moving things. She is the manifester. She is the power, and she is the full power potential on this plane. So they have to keep her under wraps or controlled to a certain extent. But if she don't know who she is, then no. But if she knows who she is, again, and they don't agree with her, like I said, they can hide certain things from you that you don't know. And that's what I'm saying. This is about my livelihood. You want to take a whole, you know what I'm saying, child of God and just overthrow them or disown them or leave them poor and begging, and that's not going to happen, right? So again, I feel like something about this death here. We're going to go ahead and continue to read. I just had to stop and say that because I really feel like that was really resonating here, okay? All right, so it says, but if there comes to be a question between the executive power and the people, okay, for the people, okay, and not manifestly against it. Look at that. We're just using these words here. And not manifestly against it. But if there comes to be a question between the executive power and the people about a thing claimed as a prerogative, the tendency of the exercise of such prerogative to the good or hurt of the people will easily decide that question. All right. So again, I don't know. I don't know how much more we're going to read of this. Yeah, I don't know how much we're going to read of this because I feel like that's really all I needed right there. Maybe this is something that I should just read, you know, and then go ahead and make notes on it. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand doing that type of work. But, you know, in this case, I think this is what was supposed to happen here. We'll read one more, 162. It said, it is easy to conceive that in the infancy of governments, when commonwealths differed little from families in number of people, they differed from them to but little in number of laws, and the governors being as the fathers of them. Okay, this is what we talk about here on this platform. Watch over them for their good. And I feel like somebody was doing this, but then something happened and they were not allowed to do this. And this is what called treachery and treasonous behavior here. Okay, because again, we had women, jealous women of these women here that took over. Okay, prison reform I'm hearing here to try to harm these women, or maybe the Me Too energy may be having to do with these women had to do certain things to get to a certain point, and they want to force holy women, okay, or the Holy One to do the same thing, and she doesn't have to do that. So this is where the Black Widow, the succubus energy, this is where these other feminine energies, again, because God, again, the gods of Americas, of the Americas at one point in time were matriarchal. They were women, period. Men and women, but I'm just saying women held rank and power and authority here. Being as the fathers of them, watching over them for good. Okay. And I feel like some of these fathers went and did, not all of them, but I'm just saying, I feel like some of these fathers failed us. Okay. Possibly even, the mothers too. Okay. The government was almost all prerogative. Okay. And this is all, again, they're all doing the same thing. They're saying that, you know, wokeism and all this other stuff, but that's all they, you know, that's all they're doing is judging people and things like this and using their power and their authority or whatever to, you know, create a certain narrative here. They're not dealing with the fact-based energy. They're talking over your heads. A few established laws served the turn, and the discretion of and care of the ruler supplied the rest. But when mistake or flattery prevailed with weak princes, these could be princesses as well, to make use of this power for a private end of their own and not for the public good, the people were fain by express laws to get prerogative determined in those points wherein they found disadvantage from it. Okay. Yeah. So, and this is what I'm saying. If somebody can get you to talk about yourself, but the one thing they need to know about me, okay, is again, here's this energy here of Marabaya. Okay, because it's about devotion to the people. Okay, what my story should be able to inspire or spark something in other people. Okay, again, identity. Okay, it's the exposed identity crisis. All right, the trickery here. Okay, and then I'm hearing meet me at the altar in your white dress. Now, when I hear that song, it's making me think about meeting someone at an altered version or an alter ego, or you know what I'm saying, an ego, something that's built, you know, and that's what I'm saying about being politically correct. Meet me when you can talk politically correct, or you will be replaced. But spirit didn't create somebody to come on here and do what what somebody else tell them to do. You know, we're going to do what the hell we going to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a way, and there's a way to speak, right? Especially if you know children are listening, you know, but again, my channel is set up for no children under 18, okay? So again, this apple. So all this stuff is in the serpent or the ill energy here. Okay. So yeah, they want to turn me into a doll that they place on a shelf while they put somebody else in this white dress. You know what I'm saying? All right. And that's what I feel like. You know, this whole thing about this elixir and this creepy paw by like sacrificing, like family and friends or whatever, institutions sacrificing chosen ones, you know, to put people that they feel would be more pliable or bendable. Like if you're going to do right, you're going to do right. You ain't got no problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, with this boar energy and the volcano energy, so now I'm seeing here. Okay, this is all about humanity. Through one person's eye, because this is the all-seeing eye. This is that eye energy when it comes to Ra, source, or God on this earth here. Okay? So again, yeah, they want us to go through loss and things like this, right? But we're dealing with love. See? Ain't no love loss over here. And I feel like that's what they want, right? So again, we have a wing here. Okay? I'm hearing broken wing. Okay, and I feel like this is what's done. This is what has been done to someone purposely so that they can't fly or soar. But I even posted something with a broken wing the other day. It was inspired or triggered by how I was feeling. Like something is wrong here. Somebody has done something. You see what I'm saying? To an angel, basically. All right, Emily Dickinson, the soul. Okay. I had a black cat run across my path the other day, but you know what I did? I turned around and went the other way because I don't even see cats over here. We don't even really have stray cats in our neighborhood. So that just made me just turn around and go back the other damn way. Even though I'm not really superstitious, it just did. Something made me want to just go ahead and keep on going, but I turned around. All right, so again, a book here, okay? And then the body, okay? So this body could be representing the mind, body, and soul, your body, or it could be talking about a group or a community or a body of people. Sandra Cisneros, okay? And notice that she's holding her womb here. So they don't want to talk about the things that they're doing secretly to people when it comes to these things here, okay? And even, what am I hearing? The nature of bees or something of bees? The beehive, you know, stinging Christ in the head with all of their accusations, all their rumors, all of their falsities, again, because Satan is running things in heaven right now because they have overthrown or they have decided that the elect one can't sit, but they don't understand that that connection is still with source, right? So again, Ann Carson, intellect here, okay? And this is making me think about the wailing wall here, all right? Or the red heifer energy. And this is Farakazad, all right? And she's standing in a well, right? And look, she has this eye right here where her, you know, lower area is here, okay? And it's almost like she's standing there for protection and she's shining a light. You know, this eye is kind of like telling something, foretelling what can be going on here in the dark here. All right? And this is a rebellion. So again, if there was no reason, you know, it wouldn't be the case, right? But we also have solitude here, okay? So again, I was just thinking in the bathroom, Sekhmet reduces to silence, right? I don't, you know, like I speak when source tell me to speak. I think people are like peeping toms on energy, you know what I'm saying? They want to know what you're saying, but you know, again, not. So we have, again, the lion here, okay? And that black cat, you know what? Thinking about it popping back up here, this black cat is reminding me of Basset, Basset energy, right? He looked pissed, right? Trying to take it, and we got Sekhmet. So, okay, we have Sekhmet and Basset here, all right? The ferocious lion that has had to be dealt all these blows. They didn't have, now, I'm not saying that these other feminine energies, okay? Or apples on the King of Cups head didn't have to work hard to get with. Actually, they were more available to stretch their legs out, to go do this, get this research, to build this, to build communities and stuff. The real lioness is not doing that. She's supposed to have a team of people doing that for her or with her, right? Okay, so if those people, but again, this is also making, creating courage and strength and, you know, getting to that point with lionesses or bulls, and even they are very territorial. Okay, so again, this is building up that essence or that something. Okay, it has to already be there, but this is igniting it. I feel the communing with source, angels, ancestors, and guides. All right, and then it's kind of like, you know, the lion can be slow and chill. You know, the lioness can kind of just like walk through, you know, just like the snail. And it's like these people have already been working. They had a head start above us. They have also different connections with governing forces and nations, you know what I'm saying, to help them nation build. But again, slow and steady wins the race here. Okay. The wildflower. Okay. The wildflower, the one that is not afraid to take that risk and still sit in one place. They want me to be a gypsy or a vagabond running across here, running here and there, not feeling like I belong anywhere when I belong every damn where. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, you may be able to work that out with some documents or some laws, with documents can also be doctored. I don't trust these people for nothing. I know who I am, and I don't have to go to a document or a book or anything. It's already there. The reason why source allows me to these things here is so that we can have, since there's no one in my corner, it seems, in this physical realm, these are things that are precept upon precept. If we're talking about in the text, we're using these cards. You have my mind here. We have it in this book. You know what I'm saying? Then again, that allows you to build up that precept energy. All right. And this is Yumiko. Okay. Transformation. Yeah, these people are afraid of the transformation that's coming, okay? But they have no choice. This time they have no choice. It's not going to be the people that are doing right that don't have a choice. It's either you doing right or you doing wrong, all right? You're abusing your power and authority, you're going to end up in jail, or you're not. You're going against American people in the public, or people on this side of the water, or you're not. So again, we have the praying mantis here, okay? And then Jamaica Kincaid for history here. And belonging, because a lot of these people are trying to make it seem like I don't belong. And I feel like, again, either on this side of the pond or the other, I belong. There's nothing stopping anything but other people being sneaky. They can't even be open and honest. They can't even invite nobody to a table. They can't even be real about what's going on behind the scenes. No one should ever have to go through this shit that I had to go through this past couple years. Now, again, there was some good that came with it, because when they were abusing me, beating me, or if I had to guess and see if this person being genuine, if they care about me, if they don't, you know, is somebody, are they really just laughing at me and stuff like this? Or are they really here to help? Are they surveillancing me because they want to keep me restricted? Or are they trying to keep me safe? You know, you just wouldn't understand. To a certain degree, we've all been through shit, but these people like me, what I'm saying, it's different. And I know that there must be others out there. Virginia Woolf, the vision. There's somebody that has the vision, and that vision was given to them directly by source, not man. Okay? So we have story here. Zora Neale Hurston. Okay? And she has all this shit going on around her. All right? And this is my story. This is her story. All right. And again, this is the noose here. I feel like this noose represents, again, the energy of how people are, you know, trying to tighten up the strengths, okay, on people in order to get some kind of outcome. And it's just like, dude, just if you don't want to come talk to me, if you can't face me, you can't write me a letter. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm a seer and I'm an oracle. I don't know every fucking thing, you know, and I can't read nobody's mind like that. I can read energy. But I think they're too chicken, right? They're too chicken. So again, the only thing that some of these people can do is try to ghost me and try to act like I don't exist now, since they feel like they've sucked all they can, from me, and feel like I can't replenish myself, or source can't replenish me. They know, and I ain't going to say that they didn't know. No, they know that I'm the royal heir. They just want to act like that's not the case. All right. Octavia E. Butler, the future. All right. And let's look at this. With this future energy, it's like, meet me at the altar in your white dress. It's like somebody wants to alter somebody or change somebody. I'm hearing like human nature here. Okay. If you listen to that song and listen to the lyrics, it's asking like, why does he do me like this or whatever? And it's just saying it's just human nature, and look, they're whole time they're recreating something here. All right. So again, they want you to do not pass go, do not collect your hundreds of dollars. But again, the whole thing about this is there is a, while sources children, it's like you got money for whores but can't feed the poor. And the whole thing by sources children are sitting here, some of us that have been targeted in this way, being watched while we had nothing and laughed at and mocked. Even by, look, Shirley Jackson, even by family here. Okay. We still persevere. And just like this little cute hedgehog is cute until you go ahead and do something, and these quails or these, things come out of him to protect himself. Other than that, we just dealing with a rabbit energy. Okay. What I'm saying, but a rabbit is a rabbit. A rabbit is, quick-witted, fertile. It's making me think about Esther or Easter energy. All right. Bravery here. There's not many. Now, bravery doesn't have to be that you're fighting a battle with your fist or with a sword all the time. Again, the sword can also be your voice. A gun can be your voice. You know what I'm saying? It's different things. It could be with writing, whatever. All right. So we do have the community card. We're going to go ahead and stop there. Okay. Oh, the subconscious. See, and this is what I'm saying. So again, in that subconscious arena, whatever somebody has done is like an evil scientist, has had some kind of access to me, right? And whatever they're doing, they're trying to get me trapped in some kind of web here, okay? It's almost, this braid is making me think about Avatar. Like if somebody was to damage that cord or whatever that they were using to connect. You know what I'm saying? So again, we have Anais Nin, the subconscious here. All right. And it's her in the middle, right? And she's kind of covered up here. She has her papers, her writings and things like this. But look at these two figures of these women. It's like gang stalking or ghost energy, or, like I said, copycat, or succubus energy waiting to suck her energy. They don't have no life. They're just, gothic or more dark or whatever. Let's see if these are eyes. Yeah. These eyes represent almost like the Queen of Cups energy here. And they have all these eyes watching her. And look, she's looking at this pearl here in this clam for Venus. Right? And so again, it's almost like everything about this lady is drifting away. And it's feeding these two entities, these two energies right here. And I just don't understand. It makes you kind of sad sometimes, because it's like, what the fuck did I do to somebody for them to try to hate me this fucking much? Like, oh my goodness. Like, and I know to a certain extent that source is going to put you through things, but some of this stuff is not, it's not ethical. It's not normal. It's not where these people are willing to go. It's not natural. It's not. It's just not. This is being done by people that don't have a vision. They don't have a story. They're using somebody else's. They're grafting onto other people's essence in their bloodlines, and they plant, and that's why the genocides usually happened in the past, because they collected up all the people that they took their identity in their land of, and they ended up putting those people, you know what I'm saying, into some type of camp and getting rid of them, or leaving them behind enemy lines, calling it the Middle East, when we're really talking about the fucking Midwest. And they want you to be quiet and just act like this new life that they're building. Let's just go right into it. Well, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to stop talking to source. I'm not going to stop doing any of the stuff that I do until, again, I'm safely planted where I need to be, where I'm supposed to be. because they think they slick. So they're doing everything underground or under, you know what I'm saying, behind the curtain. Right? Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Right? And while we tell our story and try to get it out to the public, these people are getting documentations, you know, signing off stuff in your name. And nobody can forget about it because I know what you're trying to do. What you want to do is, there's no other reason to do it. Right? But I feel like regardless of what they say or why they try to clown me or whatever, there is a masculine looking for this pentacle. This is really, he got all them damn pentacles piled up on the side, but this is the one he really wants. And guess what? It's of the earth and the water. So you can't do individuals like that. And this is why a lot of these people is going to be ending up in some kind of mental or spiritual prison where they wanted you to go. They wanted you to carry all the burdens, do all the work while they suck off your energy. And that's what I said about Moab and Moses and them. And that's why Moses couldn't take his ass in. But they're going to try to flip the script, right? You're going to try to flip the script. Is that what y'all doing? Yeah, carrying all the burdens. Because this spiritual warfare has never stopped. It's just it's passed on. When somebody gets of a certain age, the next child. It's like Moana, the daughter of the village chief. But they want to go ahead and cut off that circulation, you know what I'm saying, before it's time. Right? So again, whole time you're ruling, but somebody else is acting in your favor or in your power. And that's why this time the Christ energy is there to stay forever. And maybe Lilith, the first wife of God, is the one that has been doing this treacherous stuff to me in the system. Satan, it's satanic, but y'all know how I feel about that energy, okay? This is somebody that'll do anything to win. You know what I'm saying? They already have had their chance. And matter of fact, it wasn't even their chance then. We got the sun here in sackcloth. You know, it wasn't even their chance then. They stole it. They stole the title. And then now when it's time for that person to get their chance to at least reign for for a certain amount of time, this Queen of Swords is doing everything she can do. I'm talking New York, Atlanta, and Georgia, to try to even offer a little page of pentacle energy here, because they know that it's time for the big payback. They know that it's time for justice. It makes me think about Mary and Mary, symbolically, Nazarene, okay, and mother. All right, because this has to do with something, a battle about an emperor. Now, I don't know if this emperor is still with us or not. Okay. I'm hearing up on the mountain. Don't you forsake me. Because this is what this was supposed to be. And I feel like some of these feminine energies in the community together have done something here. While I'm sitting here standing in bravery, right? They have come up with something to try to overthrow an empress. And that's treason. And if they harmed an emperor, that, you know what I'm saying? I just don't understand I don't know why. I don't want to talk about that because I don't like talking about that. I'm hearing dance with my father again, right? Because the fathering energy is somebody that took you in their feather, under their feathers or underneath their wing. In a spiritual essence. But I feel like, again, it was maybe in another essence here, more in a physical or 3D relationship with other feminines, which again, the energy in me was warning them against. While I feel like this would happen. Some of these people decided to take from me or whatever it would be, energy or whatever. Time. I know they don't like me asking questions here, but I feel like a prisoner. I feel like a prisoner. Yeah, they've been using magic and using all kind of things. And I can't not talk about it until I get justice. Because the criminal doesn't get to tell the person, the victim, when to shut the fuck up. Yeah, because again, I call out unjust things. I call out things, again, that, you know, are not balanced for everyone. Especially for Americans in general. Okay? So again, the devil in reverse here. It's time to wake, realize, and recognize. All right? Yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Because these ain't even really her pentacles. She's a professional at This is somebody that probably took the bar exam or something like this. And she's a professional. She took somebody else's identity, somebody else's husband, somebody else's essence, somebody else's everything is what she's trying to do. This has happened in the past. And then we talk about past, present, and future. You go ahead and discern how you want to see it. But this is why she's about to lose everything. It is done. And that's why I think they're trying to put the pressure on me and try to make it seem like, yeah, bitch, it's going to be you. But again, whatever they doing, it doesn't matter. This is what it is. I know what it is spiritually. The essence of it, the beauty of it, the real story. All right. Yeah. The Hermit card. I feel like whoever has been watching over me, they're occupied or preoccupied, or maybe they have been altered in a sense. Okay. And so this is allowing other energies that should not even have any type of access to me whatsoever to try to come into my presence throughout this past year and a half or two. Same thing with the King of Pentacles. He got on them Pentacles. He got all that position, the wealth and everything like that. And he feels like he can just erase somebody or wipe somebody out of the, if they don't want to bow down to him. If you're not giving fully, you're not going to get back fully. If you want to be with a angelic or some type of being that is of this status, you're going to have to go ahead and tap into yourself. You're going to have to do the work that I did to get there. And that's what this is all about. It's about doing that particular work and treating people fairly and in balance and not being brutish when it comes to getting your way. Because I'm telling you, this with these bulls here and things like this has to do with the Tar Heels. This has to do with North Carolina. Again, that blue on the back of that, when it comes to North Carolina, is the water. All right? That's of the first flood, I feel. All right? Even down into Virginia and things like this. All right? So these grapes and stuff, again, the devil is, look it. The devil is sitting here. Now, that don't mean that this person is altogether bad. It just means that, you know what I'm saying, when you come for the fucking empress, that's a problem. So again, this devil energy here wants some kind of contract. Okay? Some kind of doctored up documents or something here. They want really her grapes. They want her essence, her wealth or her abundance here. All right? So again, this energy wants that. So this energy is lighting the fire underneath. So this is a feminine energy that actually has a control over a masculine energy. All right? Could be a masculine energy as well. Could be an androgynous energy here. To come and get what's left of this girl's. It's like you had everything else. You got everything else. You've been moving like this. You've been moving accordingly. You this, you that, you that. What the fuck? The girl is naked here. They already put devil horns on her and she looked innocent. And all she got is this one little, just like the Queen of Pentacles, all she got is the one little pentacle. All right? Let's see. The King of Pentacles. Wait, let's see. Because this is the 9 of Pentacles. 3, 6, 9. Okay. So, yeah, look at this. Okay. This is what I was asking myself actually one day. This is what I was asking myself one day. Okay, we don't have her out here yet. Let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this. I'm hearing in the likeness of, okay? Crafty counsel, a death. Somebody's hiding a death from me. Or somebody being sick or something here. All right, so we got the Queen of Pentacles. Now look at the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Where is her abundance? Where is her grapes at? These vines represent feminine energy. These vines, divine, okay? Divine. This is something that's been plucked off the divine, like I said. So they can tell you what they want to tell you in tarot, but I'm dealing directly with the energy of source and the ancestors. So something divine, okay? Or even when you think about bees that are outside of the hive, they're supposed to be taking care of their hive, but they're running off doing sexual immorality with other. You know, it makes me think about a coat of arms that I shared on my Instagram under Shay_seeking. And I think I labeled it very, very petty. Because I could see what's going on with that knight that was there. The knight that was there had the beehive on top of its head. And it represented two queen bee energies, I feel. Two queen bee energies that society would look at that way. But they're just looking at the outwardly. They're not looking at the essence. But the queen bees would be looking at the essence. They would have direct access to the essence. And when they don't want to work with the essence or they think they took everything from the essence, they would shut the essence down. But again, these grapes anyways is representing the reproductive being fruitful and multiplying, the reproductive system of a female, of a woman, okay? She doesn't have any of it here. Where is it? And it seemed like this is her right here strapped to the devil, because they, you know, and that's what I'm saying, to block somebody from making their money, even if you're in your emperor, empress, or you in a King of Pentacles energy, whatever. No, the King of Pentacles, they're going to make sure that's a masculine energy today. Or even an androgynous energy outwardly. Okay? They don't want it to be a woman with a womb. I just feel like that's what the case is. In some instances. A woman that has her own fruit. Because these people think that they can go around and take the fruit as they please until they touch the tree of life. The one that they were warned not to. And then they got this girl trapped under here kissing on this frog that's supposed to be a prince here. And look how he looking all shady and shit. Now, this don't have to be the case this time. But again, knowing who I am, all right, and what part I play, and knowing about these energies coming in on me, and knowing how they're trying to leave out or just linger and watch, when I realize, wait a minute, hold on. You know what I'm saying? No, so they could just probably shut it down, right? Right? This is people that can have, like we just read about in this book, people that have the power to, you know, hide things from the most powerful people. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. From the high priestess, but she sees lots. She sees a lot. And while they shine in the light and they have her trapped in this star trapped in this thing, she can see what they're doing. So it's kind of foolish. Just like man's work is foolish to God. And God is going to use, and source in the universe is going to use those that they call lowly, that they cast to the side, the ones they cut off to show they ass exactly what it is. They want to cut you off before you cut them off. This could be people in high society, regular, everyday people. This could be all kind of people. It's about who you are and who you have been ordained to be right now. So I feel like, again, because they can't do what they want to do to me, this has these people. I'm not sleeping. It ain't no problem with me sleeping at night because I didn't fall for their illusions, or I had to come away from the illusions. Right? They got me, again, when it comes to love. But love will always prevail in my eyes. Yeah. Take the star. And again, we can look back at images of antiquity, and women are always either blinded or their body is naked. But they are still the source of the one that is pouring out the information from the ether. Okay? And she's the one also dealing with the stars. So again, as above, so below. Neither one, she's suspended in midair because neither one of them are accepting of her. Her light is too bright for any of them. Because she knows who she is. She don't have to pretend to be nobody. She don't want to be politically correct. She know how to talk in a meeting if she knows she's in a meeting, right? So you're going to talk different to your friends at home than you are when you're in a meeting, right? Okay, so again, what are we talking about here? We have people eavesdropping on you and then dropping the information or dropping what you're saying. Now, your opinion should not, you know, change about certain things, but what they're trying to do is cause some kind of campaign to slander someone. So we have the moon in reverse here, okay? And then we have the, this is my King David card in reverse here. And we have a Queen of Wands in reverse. And I think that this is talking about one of the divine masculines, okay? And they've been cut from the vine. They want to make you seem like you cut from the vine, but they are really charged off of other things. That secret, that silent voice. See, and I feel like that's what somebody wants me to feel, like I've been cut off from source in that silent voice. I don't feel like that. I feel like there's something still inside of me. I feel like it's a connection to my ancestors, which I see as gods, of ancient American gods of the old world. All right. So I feel like, you know, this energy, maybe they don't feel the same way that they did. Maybe they, you know, I don't know. Because I feel like, you know, these are representing feminine energies here. Almost like the 4 apples on the head of the King of Cups. And this person was holding these under his feet. Holding these two, trapping them under his feet. These might be even the two most powerful ones. Right? Maybe you have the most outgoing one, you know, I don't know, most influential one at the top. Look, that knight. Listen to that. That knight, okay, with that, I think it's the last name Petty, okay? The coat of arms of the last name Petty. On top of the knight's head, this is a knight, okay? He don't look like a king. This is representing a knight to me. And then he has this black shawl, which, again, makes me think about the Black Waters or the Black surname, all right? Which I feel like there's also a Virgo that's exalted that has that same name as me. And I feel like we are connected some kind of way, all right, spiritually. And then, again, this is representing, again, this beehive that's sitting on top of this king's head. But he's holding this energy real close to his chest. Because even though I feel like I'm in a dark, in a certain essence, I still feel like I'm close to his chest. I feel like that, again, when we talk about I'm in the breast of God, or, you know, that person that's in his chest, that's what I feel like it is. And I felt like at one point in time, you know, society had me thinking that I may be one of these energies. And yeah, maybe I've been in the dark, but it's because I'm sitting in this, inside of his chest. This is the person, this is the alter ego, or this is the energy of whatever feminine energy will be above. Okay, as above, so below, right? And then this is the under. All right. Now, what I feel like this is trying to say is that this might have something to do with, again, the Sheol, the Dalit or dead, right? So, because there was a ghost card here. Somebody that's been ghosted, right? But they didn't have a problem coming around to get information, or coming around to get to feed off of your energy, or to even be mothered or pampered by your energy. But again, when it's time for you to come up and go out, or again, we're already up. Fuck that. All right. So when it's time for you to move on into that, you know, it's kind of like a baited thing. Okay. Because they are already building up someone else that is socially and politically correct to do the job. All right. So yeah, the Ace of Swords, this is the truth. All right. So then they leave women, either they lost their damn mind. All right. Hold on 1 second. They leave them where they at, and they lost their damn mind because their mind was not strong. 1 second. I'm doing a live video and I'll be done in a second. If it's not an emergency. All right. So again, they leave someone blinded and bound and restricted, and, you know, like this, and leave you open here. Again, so other entities can have, and this is making me think about like stalker situations, like people not being aware of how many people have been watching them at some point in time. And then, you know, they come up, close up shop, and, you know, leave this open. And this leaves for a maniac or some kind of stalker to come in and slit your fucking neck in the middle of the night, once the government or whoever been playing these games, juggling somebody, thinking that they have to be sitting there trying to compare or compete for a position that's theirs solely. A sovereign entity in this, their sole proprietorship, especially if masculines don't want to act right. To have somebody juggling, like the Empress don't even see nobody else but her. The World card energy don't see nobody else but her. So I don't even understand how that would even work. But with the help of some of these people, again, right? Something is hidden here. And I feel like they're trying to form another union in the physical with the divine masculine, right? And keep me in the shadows, period. All right? And they want to put that person, exalt that person above in the community. All right? So again, this is the war in heaven energy here. All right? And it has to do with, like I said, the King of Cups, because he wants to keep all his apples. Okay? He wants to keep all them poisonous apples. And she's saying one bad apple can spoil the bunch. Right? And with this Lover's energy, the peak that's in the middle is something here that's peaking up, that is keeping this divine masculine and feminine energy away from each other. Yeah. And I feel like these 3 cups are making merry because they feel like they've gotten rid of who they called the bad apple, when it's really, what is it when Jesus said, would you go and save the one? You know what I'm saying? Something about 100 or whatever. Okay. Would you leave the flock to go and save the one? Okay. So that's the kind of energy that I feel like is going on here. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is that compared to that coat of arms we looked at the other day with the 3 of swords here. But the main sword is right here with him. It's been with him. This is him. This is the sword that this king that may be resting or contemplating or whatever, he's had this sword with him and been swinging it the whole time. These don't hold no weight. They floating in midair. This is the one that had his back. And then, but these three are the ones they want to be celebrating here. All right. And then after he's been altered, these three are the ones he want to keep. And he don't want to accept the one. Because this, we're dealing with an alter ego or somebody that's egotistical here. And they share connection with you through the soul one way. And they show or display you to the world in a different light. So they can have their cake and eat it too, or whatnot. This is what usually has happened in the past. And it's hard to see all of this stuff happening here. And look, they look like a serpent coming out of this tree, actually, at the top here. You know, if I don't have all the information and I can only go off of that, I can only go off of what I sense in my soul. And it feels like there's nothing wrong in my soul. So I give that to the divine masculine. But, you know, it's just like, I guess who cares about what the other people, but if they're able to move around, you know what I'm saying? All right. So this Queen of Wands is in reverse, but if they're able to move around as they are, that's a danger. You know, and then when is somebody going to give up the burden or give up and say, I can't do it no more, or I'm afraid for my life. I can't fight for this no more. And then leave an empress out there on her own, you know what I'm saying, so that she could be harmed. But maybe, again, that may not be the case here, okay? I feel like somebody sees something that was done in the dark with crafty counsel here, right? Or it either has happened that this king has passed away, all right? Or has lost their mind, or has been ill, or in a coma or something, you know what I'm saying? And somebody else had to step in to try to protect the empress. Because all this other stuff, even when, you know, it might not have, the will was in the favor at first. But it's when the king expires, then it goes in reverse, right? So again, this is the eye of God, or the muse of God, this energy here that he's watching this whole time, right? So then what do we have? The papistry coming in, all right? And what is that? You know, we know about the conspiracy theories about the Mary and the bones, right? That don't mean that it's true, but I'm just saying, in the bottom of the Vatican or other secret hidden things, it doesn't mean it is true. But I'm not going to sit here and know what I came here for. And that's why this tower got this hat of the papistry, I say, falling the fuck up out of it. And guess what? Thunder. Because we're talking about thunder. Because they wanted to drag thunder. Y'all go back to that video I did like a year and a half ago called Thunder. This is what and the people were going to laugh and kick at her. Because that's the Christ energy. It was I think it's called Thunder in the Nag Hammadi. But the Hierophant, you know, reminds me of, like I said, a hood shaman. Somebody that got the keys to the streets, all right? Not really the Pope, right? The Pope's hat is probably going to be falling off of here. But again, they want to try to cancel me because I said some shit like that, but it's the real deal. We can't, the King of Wands is in reverse. The Page of Wands, they try to come and be a sneaky link in your sleep, all right, to defile women. All right. Or even just project bad energy on them when they know it's not true. Right. All right. Because I feel like these people thought they were going to have victory, but that's in reverse. And I feel like that's why, again, what my soul is telling me is that don't even trip. You winning. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But with society and social media and all these other goons and these witches and sorcerers and stuff like that are on the wrong side of the field, this is what you hear. Mocking, laughing, snickering. Saying that things have changed. You're not this, you're not that. But again, I'm still standing here like, what? We'll see. Only source can tell me that. And again, because some people have been sent here to be judges. There are regular people that are judges right now. That are judging the earth. And judging the heavens. The world card is the energy that, again, Megatron, whatever you want to call it, that's the closest to God. And the angels don't like that. They pissed off too. So again, not only is this coming from this coming from the angels and some of the ancestors that was at your right side at one point in time. They might have meant well, but they might have been just not meaning well, some of them. This represents them and the heat that you're about to feel coming from them, because now they want to make you seem secluded, like you have nobody. But if you lose your faith in source and your faith in yourself, then you're done at that point. That's why we're not dying. It's not happening that way this time. I done come too doggone far. Yeah, so we got a Knight of Cups coming. And I don't know what he got in his cup. I don't know what the hell he got in his cup. But I ain't afraid to find out. I'm tired of motherfuckers hiding from me. Again, and here we go with the truth again. All right. Unfortunately, these people are still watching. It has to do with this Queen of Cups and then this King of Wands energy. And again, they want to break my heart. What I feel they want me to do is express my love for the masculine energy, right? Right? Have me all naked and exposed and express myself here. So they can take that sword and just chop me down one last time. I mean, all the swords is already in my heart. And I've been healing from them. But they want to do it one last time. And this is your fucking... This made me think this is my life. I'm just telling you what it is. Coming in with an offering. This could be somebody that's offering something legit. But I think that person is restrained right now. Like Jesus being in jail, or something like Sandra Bland being in jail and being killed in jail. That's the energy that I'm getting here. And I'm like telling that energy, just stay away from me. Because if they watching me or whatever, just stay away from me, please. Not in offense to them, but to protect. Just, I know they can't really fuck with me in real life. All right. So it's just like, you know, as bad as I want to be close to whoever my divine masculine is, you know, it's and how I feel like a prisoner in my own home, and how I have to battle these energies and demons and that come through different, you know. It's kind of like that whole thing about like poop or get off the pot. You know, she got her Torah here, okay? And the moon at her feet, but I feel like they're using things like the moon. We got another one with the high priestess and the moon. They're using the moon, right? Or were at some point in time to keep the empress down. It's this jealous God energy. It's making me think about Hova, New York, the moon. You know, what's the relationship really there? Right? So again, one being that public eye, or the one that knows, you know, they know they think they need the law, right? But there's still a spiritual essence here that some of these people probably don't know about. All right. So again, that's that energy that was exalted to put because they deal with the law, right? But the real heart of the king or whatever usually is with his mistress or his empress when it's a natural connection, when it hasn't been forced or somewhat arranged. Yeah, these people is using magic and shit. A King of Pentacles has probably lost everything to one of these feminine energies, which I warned about or prophesied about, due to the devil energy here. Because I feel like they wanted the divine masculine to think that I'm the devil. Yeah, temperance over time. But I feel like what happened is even the devil over time. We got Satan, Lucifer, the devil, the morning star. Okay. So again, whichever one one of these energies that was supposed to be toxic ended up seeing something different. It's like a real energy, a connection has touched this energy here. And somebody didn't like that. Because they really wanted to take me down. Yeah, definitely. And I'm hearing that, okay, the King of Cups here. Okay. And I'm hearing it's yours, because that's how this person is holding on to this shit. All right. And then, you know, also it's yours because you're anointed. I've already been ordained by source and no man can move me. And the day they think somebody else about to go up in that house, be the day I show up at the front door. I'm just preparing, working on my business right now. Yeah. Yeah, see, they want this energy to be, these are the rightful energies here. The son of David, all right? The son of the morning and the morning star also. The morning star is the star that's mourning on the inside because she feels like her connection with this masculine, even though they both heavily feel the same way about each other, that this energy has been under attack by administrations, by nations, by government officials, by everybody. To put both of these two true beings, the true man and the true woman, in a reverse energy while they exalt someone else. And it may be this energy here. So they're overthrowing the sons of God for the sons of man in law, which have, again, usually are men. And this has nothing to do personally with these people. We're talking about these things. You know, let's talk about it for real now before people get up in their feelings. We know what these hats and what these symbols and signs and symbols run the world, okay? So if none of this stuff really matter, why do these people still wear these particular things? I feel like people should be able to wear whatever the hell you want to wear. Nobody should be stopping nobody from wearing no turban, no nothing. People should be able, but let's just look at it for what it is. Is there something strategically when in a political arena, if somebody is wearing this on the media, and you think about what they've been through and you automatically feel some kind of way, it's about manipulation or reverse psychology here. All right. So again, but if I go and pick up my crown, okay, if I go pick up my crown and put it on, I'll be looking like a damn fool. You see what I'm saying? To represent, again, those sons, because again, it doesn't matter. This Muslim energy and the Moorish energy does represent the earth. It represents the earth joining with the earth. But if one of these people use laws and things to overthrow the original people, the original heirs, all right, and nothing was the same. Yeah. So this is the son, I feel the son of man, all right? And this represents the son of God. And on the regular cards, he have a black on that I think has to do with the black, the black surname, North Carolina, the Carolinas, King David, all right? 2 descendants, a female and a masculine, right? And I feel like there's another masculine too. One of them they both may be sons. All right, the 2 wands or the two batons that the world card is holding. It's meant for her to be to learn something from these 2 entities. It should not be turned into anything else other than that. Whatever it would be. If we go back to Inanna, her father got stuff enlisted to teach her about, culture, sex, all these things. So to get her ready to be who she was going to be. But see, these people don't want. They don't want me to be a star. They're trying to keep me trapped in this cage where the hermit is just sitting there staring at it. And then we have other energies like Moab, okay, and Moses coming in, looking at it, studying the words, studying the ways of the people, and then taking that information to build a new tower. When we go back to that story of Babylon, that's exactly what that's talking about. That they stole information from the true children, the essence of them, from their crown chakra, their corona, that dark matter, that your melanin. Everybody has it, but I'm just saying it's something else about your cup. It's something about the cup of Venus. It's something about the nectar. It's something about this energy. It's something about the Empress, period. And the Empress, she can't sit, fighting her for her right is fighting for the rights of the rest of the people. Fighting for her right is, and sitting her, what they try to call it, she sits her fat ass down, she lazy, she sit down. I know they watching and I know they talking. This is the womb that kings come from. This is when they talk about presidents come from Virginia, all presidents, this is the womb that they come from, where spirit babies come from. So she is supposed to be held in honor and taken care of to a certain extent. But with these people, I'm thinking body snatcher. They want to take these and then move on with other energies and just leave her in a shallow grave. And then she's supposed to be quiet about it. Well, that's what happened over the past. Source there equipped me with too much damn information to sit there. Justice will be served. That's why we're sitting here looking like this today. All right. And then we got this, I think this is the 5 of, which one? The 7 of Wands. Because I'm not running nowhere. I'm not going nowhere until I know what the truth is. Nobody about to have me running around my fucking kingdom like a chicken with a head cut off. I don't think so. I dare them to. That's the thing. And I feel like these are just people. These are regular people. These are just regular people that think that they can do this. They can overthrow an empress and put somebody else into place. Even if it's a masculine. I feel like he's not in his right mind. I feel like he still feels the soul connection, but he's not in his right mind if that's what the fuck the case is. And it's trying to be somebody trying to do some more sneaky stuff to keep, again, they deleted my video called The War of the Wombs, the War on the Wombs. Even this community energy is making me think, giving me a womb energy here. Them penetrate, like we read in the Bible, sticking a sharp thing in and penetrating, and with this all-seeing eye energy here. Because I feel like there was something immaculate that happened here. And I feel like feminine energy or source, somebody using black magic or sorcery. All right, this is going to cause bravery for somebody to talk about this in public. Because again, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. If you talk about things too personal, then you can't sit on the throne. That don't work no more. This ain't 1800. This ain't 1700s. You see what I'm saying? The Empress got to be a warrior too. It's a damn shame, but she got to be a warrior to protect her people and protect her damn and her body. And protect those who don't have a voice or a say so. So they can keep sitting in their attacks, their wars and rumors of war, but ain't nobody scared and ain't nobody fucking moving nowhere because we magicians ourselves. Just like they can do what they doing, I can manifest. As long as I keep my faith and I keep my, you know, I feel like keep my head in the clouds. I feel like Source is saying no more heartbreak. In my family, you know, because all these spiritual wars have, but I feel like sometimes over time, some of our family members have not been able to tap into it and take whatever it is on that other side and bring it back here. But whatever binding or blinding ritual that they did on me made me so I can't see certain things, but it intensified other shit. And that's why they mad. They don't understand what that part is. Because I can sense stuff and I can see it without even seeing it. Somebody can describe something and I'll tell you that's one of my dreams. See, because they took those things out and put those alter egos in other people. So I have to, it's almost like with Horus or Osiris having to go around and find the pieces. I have to go around and find the pieces myself because I know. And this is where the broken wing energy is coming from. Because I know they did something. Because again, the wings also of Hermes is on the head, on the helmet. There's something here that they did to the subconscious. And they did to other areas here to block out what they have been doing over time because they thought that I would tell or something or see it and then they would tell what really goes on in the background. But I got boundaries. I don't just say any damn thing and everything. Yeah. Again, we got blood on this card right here. I mean, wine. It's wine. It's not blood. Okay, y'all don't even go there with it. All right. So it's wine on this card. I'm so upset about it. But that's something here. This is the only card in the deck, the Crafty Council. Them, look at them working away to try to find out how they gonna get rid of somebody. All right, and there's blood on the lid, blood on the leaves. I'm hearing psalms here because they think they slick, and some of them look like they trying to get the hell up out of here. I'm done with this, and he like, no, let me just try to change this one last thing. Let me just try to do this. Let me just try to do that. This is the people that's trying to steal the identity of the true Americans and walk off in their glory with their fucking riches. And they've been having help for the government. And they came into our community as if they cared about you. And these are the people that are low down, be the ones that are give your fucking address off if they know how much land you got while they looking at them patents and they know everybody's last name and all that shit. And then try to flip the script on the real. That's what it is. And then want me to juggle against somebody like that, that's stealing, that's called, talking about the white man stealing and they brown as hell and they over here stealing too. Or thinking that they can take from other people. Or harm other people or change somebody's destiny. Nah, I call it out. So whatever. We'll see who gets and how far everybody get them with it. Because we talking about the sneaky Pete energy. This is the earth going against the earth. This is the head, you know, this is the law and this is the land. This is the soil and this is the people that are in lofty places in government and law. Because again, if the Moors been knowing who they was all this damn time, and the nation been knowing who they is all this time. Why they waiting to the real Christ energy? Why they waiting to the Messiah come on the scene to stop talking and sit in the background and listen, and then try to attack and sneak and throw rocks and hide their hands? This is full rain energy. For rain. Foreign. They came here to reign. This is nothing personal against the people. We're talking about the legalities of the whole thing. We're talking about those who are going to be fed by source directly. All right. We're talking about the right hand of God being one way, just and fair, and the black and the black widow being the left hand. Most people use their right hand. So again, I feel like this is the energy of whatever masculine energy has been around here protecting me through the ancestors or source, telepathically or whatever. Right? But I feel like now I have to be this person for myself because something has happened here. Something has happened here, and it should put this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But what they gonna do is try to put this person in my position. What they gonna do is try to put this person in a position of power over me. Because again, the government couldn't get rid of you. Okay, we left people behind the enemy lines. Look, 99. I got 99 problems, but a you know what ain't one. So they left behind enemy lines. Okay, they might be even poisoning your water and shit like this. They doing all the witchcraft and everything. You still ain't gone. So again, look at her. She's sending her red-headed hawk out there to see what's going on in the land. While she got these pentacles that they don't grow on trees. She just been stacking them back there because she's taking shit from family trees. Period. This is somebody who has access to documents and shit like that behind the scenes that came in like they in the likeness of you or look like they in the likeness of God, but they're really not. They'll use all their tools to try to downplay the American goddess or an American god, or they'll get with the American god and downplay the American goddess, right? But they don't know that there is this connection here with the Queen of Wands energy, though. There is a connection there. Because she hold them wands like she run them. And if you run, and I feel like whoever this feminine energy is, she got a squad, right? The flying monkey energy, or even flying hawks here, all right? Where she controls these young men with their wand. I regard the old and the young, but I tend to lean towards the older because they're giving me the knowledge. And again, it might be rough. It might be the rough way and the rough waters. But again, I appreciate that. They're giving me the tools I need to be able to, and that's what I feel like Source is doing. So that's where it goes in. Those of y'all that try to put somebody in slavery, you're going to go in slavery. You thought you built up all these temples and all this shit, all this being torn down. All right. So again, we got the Hierophant again, which is the street pope or the street shaman. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got the Pope. We don't need the Pope. Like I said, and I'm going to say it again, after Christ energy is on the scene. The vicar of Christ is somebody that's calling themselves the Christ while the Christ ain't on earth. But if the Christ is here, what do you need this for? Especially here in America. And this is what's causing the war with the UK and all them. Because even with Queen of Mary of Scots, the UK didn't want her on her throne. This is why Boris and them doing that bullshit they've been doing. Throwing stuff, hiding their hands. Doing things, foul, behind the scenes, hiding it. They want to see how far I'll go, though. They want to see how far I go, because we don't understand that even when it comes to these bloodlines, they don't even compare to the originals. If we really want to talk about it, if we really want, there's no disrespect, but I'm just saying, if we really want to talk, we the ones that carry the fucking burden. We the ones that have the true essence. We are the ones that we are the ones that's targeted by these people, followed around, tagged on the toe when you a baby, as soon as you come out, before you come out your mother's womb. And Source is watching over you, but they ass is too. So they can go right in their bag of tricks and try to pull something out, and if they can't find nothing there, they'll try to make that shit up so they can cut you off from being a nation. And the whole time, nobody's shining a light but me. And others like me, whistleblowers, shining the light on what the hell they doing. While you trying to shine a light on what somebody doing, they forget that all-seeing eye, that energy of Source on this plane knows they secrets too. I'm hearing I'm never keeping secrets, never telling lies. And I'm also hearing I will keep your secrets, okay? But these are people that have no right to judge anyone. That do more, some of these people do more vile things. I'm talking about in these other organizations. I'm not talking about the divine masculines, okay? Because if they came in my presence, they learned something just like I learned something from them. Let's just go ahead and keep it straight. That's why he keeping such a tight hold on this. But again, this is also Solomon losing his wisdom, because that star, you know what I'm saying, in the alternative deck is not there anymore. All right? Because again, he's begged for wisdom. And wisdom was a woman in the Apocrypha. That is what it's called. Okay? I was about to say apothecary because I like jars and stuff. But anyways, so yeah, these women have been sitting here rejoicing and everything like this or whatever, because they think that they stopped me from, again, this union with this divine masculine. But I don't think that that's the case. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, they tried to block the lovers. And I hope that this is 9, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 10, 9, 10. 10 years, 10 years ago. Something happened 10 years ago. I found a record. Now, I'm telling you, somebody is right here in the same house, okay? This is the person I thought for 20 years, 30 years, something happened 10 years ago. I found some records that say that this person that I was married to or am married to was dead. Something tricky is going on here. It listed all my children and my name on there, but it said that this person was dead. And he's standing right here. Not standing right here, but that's what I'm saying. He lived here. So I don't know if somebody faked their death and ran off with another bitch or something. Again, it's making me think about that Maximilian energy of the husband marrying the woman, and on the wedding night, he went off and left with somebody else and spent her riches. All right. So again, I got married at the Cuneo Museum, right? And the Cuneo Museum, what? My best friend's wedding. I got married there because that was one of my favorite movies in that, and I wanted to get married in that mansion. And I got married at the Cuneo Museum. All right. And then, like I said, because of that movie, My Best Friend's Wedding. So was that what the case was? Are we dealing with doppelganger energy? Are we dealing with succubus copycat energy here? And now that cycle has closed and the divine masculine has come to reach out his hand to me, but somebody has been keeping us apart. And again, it's almost like here, they want to have me sitting here like this. The only reason why they can have me sitting here like this is if this happened. So this is confirmation to me that they have killed off this being some kind of way. All right. 9 is my birth date. 10. We got 10 again. 10. I'm telling you, this is very significant as to what was supposed to be. But due to these black widows and these bitches that's in these positions here, that got these probably profiles in the indigenous community that are very lofty. They're probably from Georgia, probably from California, probably from Texas, probably from Louisiana, okay? They don't want me to have nothing, right? And probably from New York. And now they want to say, shut up and don't talk about that stuff, or you can't come into the new society that we're building. But again, they forget that this is the cornerstone that they rejected. The masculine and me. The emperor and the empress. And it was done behind the moon or something to do with fucking New York. I'm telling you now. Along the coast is where all these people are coming in illegally. What is that about? Also, we have the scorpionic energy here at the bottom here. Something to do with the scorpionic energy and the moon energy and the sun. The son of God, the son of man, and the scorpionic energy, Saturn. Or somebody, or I don't know why I keep hearing these names. I don't know nothing about all that kind of stuff. I just say what is here to say. All right. I'm just channeling what's coming out here. I'm hearing the ring of fire, out on a limb. Right. But also when we talk about the scorpionic energy, when the scorpionic energy is done playing, it does sting its, But I feel like that wasn't the case. I feel like this time that energy didn't want to do that. Didn't want to leave this person out in the cold. And guess what they did? He believed or seen that they were shortchanging somebody. The real children of God. And then giving to the children of men or foreign children. He seen what was happening. He believed his empress. And guess what they did? And again, while I believe the illusion, right? All the illusions, the witchcraft, the sorcery, all the things they had me distracted with. Can't focus on this and that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for 1 second. But then I woke up from that. So again, if he had to go, then now they say she don't want to fall for the illusion. She don't want to go with the okie doke no more. All right, then it's time for her to go too. And somebody trying to come up in here with some pinnacle, like, I won't even give you your pinnacles now. When it's an inheritance, a couple of different inheritance, what sources telling me that some motherfuckers had. They try to make it like I'm money hungry. No, motherfucker. Maybe you're not in commune, but I'm in commune with a higher power that's telling me some motherfuckers owe me some shit and I want it back. Again, this is the energy here of protecting this lion. But I think worldly things and worldly ways led him in the hands of a succubus, a boo hag, somebody that is trying to be somebody else. It's just that energy. And the whole time I see the energy of me going off into another bitch. Again, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. What happened on the 10th? What happened on the 10th? 10 years, the 10th, something. 2010, okay? Maybe 10 o'clock, 10 nations, 10 something. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Ten nations, 10 groups, 10 tribes. Because he got the knot of Isis. This Chinese man got the knot of Isis hiding behind his back, and also some grapes here. So again, maybe this represents China being, again, a helper to the real sun. I don't know. I'm hearing Mamba or something to do with Kobe Bryant or something like this. I don't know. You know, it may just be like this, somebody knows the truth about something. I don't know. I'm also hearing Dear Mama, though. Yeah, judgment is being called on this in the higher realms. And a lot of people that's not really tapped in can't see that. So you're going to feel lonely when you feel this is coming in. But it's coming in. It is. Yeah, because we got swords, too. The Empress got swords, too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's giving me Olivia Pope energy, though. Yeah. So again, this strong arm here with the Chariot, he got the two moons here on his shoulders. All right. And this is why the energy, why I can't feel like I trust whoever this is coming in right now. This make me think about these two together. This Queen of Swords that been harming me mentally, spiritually, using black magic and witchcraft. Again, make me think about New York, Georgia, and California, and Houston, or Texas. All right. And we ain't going to use no names here, but y'all should know. Okay. Matter of fact, that's 4 apples right there. There's 4 apples. And the big apple is New York. But they don't understand the black energy, the black water, the first families. That's my surname. So really, those is where the people was. And guess what? I found a grandmother named Mary that passed away when she was like 120 years old that have something to do with that area. And a little girl, I don't know why I'm hearing Ruby Bridges, okay, too. All right. But there was a little girl that was 12 years old or something that owned a whole bunch of land over there in the northeast, right? Where they wanted to build some kind of railroad. And matter of fact, that woman, Mary, her son actually was one of the conductors, I think, or either he was a conductor or he was someone that worked on the railroad. But it was something about this girl. She was one of the wealthiest women, so-called black, okay, women. And it makes me wonder what happened to her wealth. Same thing it may feel like what happened to me. Because I feel like we're dealing with Jinn energy. Because again, I feel like I got the turban and the crowns in my bloodlines. And that's what outweighs it when it comes to this energy here. There's no such thing as a full-blooded Indian today. Not today. So again, I want to cause an end to this situation and then, you know, get to the bottom of this. All right. But they want to end me. And they also wanted to end the king. And I think that's what they already did over the summer. Within the past couple months, there's a connection to a higher up energy that I do not feel anymore. And I felt that energy very strongly and very close, which left this woman and this child here. And this is the Pope here. This is not the Hierophant. This is the Pope energy. It could be a Hierophant, but again, it's screaming Pope to me. And I feel like at one point in time, I had a masculine maybe here like this when they tried to come at me, and he'd be like, okay, go ahead and get to work, ancestor. But I feel like this have to be me now. I feel like whoever it is, they blocked them off. It's some blockage or something there. Yeah. And it's like, I'm almost like sources like, let them play the fool real quick, right? And in that time, they're going to try to tear down the tower. They're going to try to create a tower, talk trash, you know, with their stalking and their surveillance that they put in people's homes to try to defile them or things like this. They're going to try to use those things to, you know, embarrass you, right? But same way they're trying to cause this tower right here, we're going to be causing the motherfucking tower for their ass. I'm just tired. Because again, victory will be those of the ones that are upright and righteous. Anybody trying to steal some shit, you ain't gonna keep it. Anybody trying to put somebody in slavery or servitude or use them as whores or whatever they trying to do in the virtual realm, in the spiritual realm, in 5G, whatever the fuck in real life, those is the people. They're making money off of it. And again, we could think Marie Antoinette with people, like I said before, that got time to be for money and whores and fancy hats and shit. But what's going on with the people? And gossip and shit. But what's going on with the people? See, because they feel like whatever dirt they're creating or doing to the real empress is going to have them reign supreme. And I think not, because they feel like they got the empress, you know, scared or whatever, or blinded and can't tell which way to go. That's true. I can't tell which way to go because all these friends is foes. But you don't see me scared. You don't see me running. And I feel like whatever, like I said, something immaculate happened here. And somebody did something very foul. And we are not cows on a farm that are being abducted by aliens and left with their guts all hanging out of their belly. Because a jealous bitch is mad because a masculine really cares about somebody else and they don't want to put up a fake persona anymore. Yeah, they want to put the sun in reverse. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she is abundant with coinage, more than likely. Yeah, okay. She really ain't wanting for nothing, but she's also fertile. Some of these women are not, for whatever reasons. And again, because these kids wear crowns, okay? And they got wings, all right? They could take flight. They want to blind the mother or break her wings, right? So she can't fly, right? Astro project. All these kind of things. Astro, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it's going to mess with their pentacles. It's going to mess with their pentacles. But Jesus came in and turned over the tables of those fucking criminals. I promise y'all, I see it so clearly. Right? So we got one more here, right here, because I feel like I'm seeing something real quick. This, no offense, I hope nobody take it. Hold on. Because when we seen this card just yesterday or the other day of that woman, okay? Wait, here it is. Okay, sorry. Apologies. When we seen this card of this woman here, right? I'm going to cover up that part, okay? When we see this card, this woman here sitting on this desk like she in an Oval Office or something like this, right? Remember somebody asked if somebody was jealous that their wife went in there with Donald Trump, with Trump. And remember somebody else went to meet with Trump with that red hat. Now, I don't know if these are true intentions or cruel intentions. Somebody that discovered everything that, you know, what the world was looking for. See, because y'all, we want to keep talking about the white man. The earth joined with the earth first. That means dark-skinned people from one place joined with dark-skinned people from another place. And they went up against each other first. Just is what it is. The red hat, also this kind of two of pentacles here, playing games, going back and forth. All right. The red hat is the Shriners, the Masons, all these things here. The red hat, also this messenger here. All right. The red hat, the one that's holding the balance beam here and breadcrumbing Americans, but leveling the playing field for immigrants. All right. Same thing with Sneaky Pete. Red hat, sneaking off with the shit from in your tents. You see the tents back there? Right? Same thing. While you up in here with the scripture, like these people look like they sitting there with the scripture and they got the staff, right? But he got the sword. And by law, these people can cut you off, sue you, do all these things behind the scenes and with legalities and stuff like that to try to stop you and block you and take your money. Same thing. The pentacles. Red hat. It's the same thing. These things represent more than just a red hat and all this other shit. It represents something a lot deeper. Signs and symbols run the world. All right? Again, these energies don't want to have to fall to the knees of a female. This is why they letting them come in from the north. and come down, you know, and switch. That's the lion right here. When we talking about that, was it Montreal or whoever, whatever coat of arms we talked about, they're squeezing the lion. I can't, you messing with my money, messing with this, messing with my family, messing with my finances, my spirituality, my mind, whatever the fuck. And I'm still coming out on top. But the whole thing is, think about Omar and all these other energies coming down from the land of many waters from the Bible is Minnesota. George Floyd is the damn lamb or calf that was slain. I feel like, again, when we're talking about plus size energy, the whole thing with Lizzo and the mammy complex, because that's the energy of the mammy, but the real force of it is right here. So again, as above, so below. They think they can hide the earthly ones. But again, heaven, they forget that when it comes to the Christ energy, heaven is my abode and earth is my footstool. So it's not a fallen angel. This is somebody that they are withholding. They don't want to be a star in the heavens because they already know what it is. It's going to be that energy of bow down, bitches. And it don't matter how skinny or how nice your body and how big your booty is. It's about who the fuck got the essence and who don't. At the end of the day. So somebody say, oh, you think you better than this person? Oh, no, that could never be. And that's what y'all silly at. That's what it's going to be. That's what I'm saying. That's what people is going to be thinking. Anybody that's thinking that way is silly. Then you worship Satan or you worship something else. You're not worshiping source. All right. So when I think about this person sitting on this table like this, it made me think about that energy. And then it made me think about prison reform. Right. And then it made me think about Obama and the do not contact order or something that we read about. OK, one of my family's name was on that list. Right. Or do not. It's something about like not giving parole or not giving something here, because I think some of us have been wrongly charged or put on a list to be at targeted individuals or as domestic terrorists because we know what they did to our ancestors. And they know that we're the Gnostics. We the ones that came here. We the ones that can see. And that's why they want to get rid of people like me. They know that we the ones they owe the fucking Pentacles to. We the ones the trust funds they already busted in during the damn the shutdown. And you supposed to forget about that? Well, what am I going to do? You hold me down. Plus, you know what I'm saying? You blocking my damn money and my businesses online and stuff like that was doing just fine until this whole January 6th shit. Until I called out, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta being on the news talking about Biden administration. Till I called out on MSNBC. Till I called out, you know, the harvest video that I did. You know what I'm saying? Till I called out certain things about what's going on with children in the whole agenda with the transgender agenda when it comes to children. Grown-ups should be able to do whatever hell they want to do to their body. I don't give a damn what you do behind the closed doors unless you're not harming children. Okay? And they should not be forced. I think Canada, it was allegedly Canada was, you know, saying that, you know, parents could get in trouble and go to jail or whatever if they don't let their children get changes done to them. And I said, that's ridiculous. The children's brains ain't even done being, is not even fully formed until they mid-20s. Some of this stuff is irreversible things that can cause trauma, and that some people are getting these things done and then they want to commit suicide. Nobody talks about that part. So I'm not talking about it as that. I'm just saying I'm a protector of women, children, and then men, whoever don't have a voice. All right, that's why I talk so damn much. But again, I can't go on. I won't go on until I bring awareness to what's happened, because this story should be helping a lot of people take something from this to see something that happened to you. I may not be here. I may not be able to tell you every part of it, but something in this message should alert you to something maybe you did not know. Again, I don't want you to think like me. I just want motherfuckers to think. Question everything. That's what this channel is about. Questioning everything. And when it's a problem and it's against the law for you to question something, it'll be worth your while to find out why. It will be worth your while and your children's and there's nothing wrong with being confident. When you're a son of God, you ain't got no choice. Ain't nobody come here to play no games. We manifesting real shit. Again, even though they trying to hide it, there's real things. I see real things being tweaked here. All right. I can sense them. It's like turning a dial. That's why they're amping up whatever they're doing, or they're trying to be silent and have me fall into a pit or a trap. Again, that's another surname, Pitt. Joseph Pitt. Pitts. The people that they locked in the pit spiritually, because these were angelic beings. These were the family members that people are going to try to turn around because the crowns are there, and because of the connection to the Carolinas in the being of the water and the earth, or foreign and from the land, from the landa. Okay, source, don't play. Listen. So I be afraid sometimes how source sets shit up for me sometimes. I'm just the mouthpiece. I'm just the messenger. A real empress have foot soldiers or angels. That's why she's sitting in that lofty position. It's not to be over nobody or think her life is no better than nobody. No. But she's not going to be sitting there cowering. And, it takes strength. It takes strength. There's a lot of abuse. There's a lot of, again, she is going to be around a lot of masculine energies in her bloodline when it comes to telepathic or spiritual or even necromancy, if you want to call it that. It's speaking with your ancestors, is speaking to the dead, ain't it? All right. So even if you in that energy, she's going to be around a lot of masculine energy. Period. She's going to be around a lot of masculine energy. And that's why it's easy for them to try to write them off as some kind of way. All right. But yeah, we ain't never losing faith. And richness is in our fucking blood. So you see what I'm saying? And when I ain't got, I still got. You see what I'm saying? When I don't have, I still have. Because I can make it. And that's the thing that these people don't like. They don't want you to be that way. All right. We want to make America great again, but we don't want to make nothing in America. How the hell that sound? We want to make it great again, but we're not going to make it safe for our children. Again, shootings are killing, and now shooting off at the mouth is killing Black women, high priestesses, people that are gifted. All right. And shooting with guns is killing all the men. And jails is locking them up. And they building new, all the time, $1 million juvenile facilities now. And guess what the juveniles is? You might be old. You might be 40, 50 years old, but you're young in spirit. You're young in spirit. And if you don't do what they say, and if you don't stop bringing awareness, you could end up there, is what they're trying to tell you. Yeah, that's what they're trying to tell you. That's what happened with the same thing with the mental institutions. It just so happens that just this year, now they're talking about this whole thing, because I've studied the mental institutions in states like in the Midwest and like in Wisconsin and stuff like that. And they use that when they got finished using high priestesses and stuff like they doing online right now. They tried to get rid of them and take take your children, put them in something like a Carlisle school. And then they take the women, right? They use foreign women as now the new queens, right? In your station. And then they would go ahead and take your babies, right? And leave them in those homes with the mean ladies, right? Hate the ladies that that make the babies. Has no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. I would say, listen to that song again. All right. It's deep. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. So again, be careful, because back then the man could just say, she don't clean up. She don't cook, but he ain't even buying. He always didn't have no problem buying food before, but don't buy no food no more. But they know people watching and spying on you. So it's to make it look like you don't do your damn job around here. You're a whole empress and a whole motherfucking universe is around your fucking head. And then you got somebody up in here trying to make it look like you don't do housework. Well, motherfucker, I shouldn't even have to be at this point in time. It's like, bitch, better have my money. Whoever you is and whoever it is and whoever this feminine energy is. But see, they'll rather go ahead and get an insurance policy on you and get rid of you before they try to give it back, right? And then again, forces that are above ain't gonna want them to do it either. They're gonna act like they don't see what's going on. They don't see the attacks and the abuse. They don't see the spiritual attacks and the sorcery, so that you can just disappear. After they use the essence of the great mothers, the sweet potato pie, the women here in the Americas. This is how it has happened over. What is different? Can you tell me now? What's different? Because it's called cancel culture. So if you don't like the way what somebody say, you could just say, get rid of them. They can't talk on YouTube. They can't do this no more. I'm just saying. Again, this is a universal message. Everybody should be able to take something from this. Everything that's going on in the world today is going on through the eyes of that great mother energy, that or wisdom, or the Ruach. It's almost like in the Fifth Element when they showed her the world, on that screen or whatever, and she was crying because she's seen all the horrible things. That's what's going on in my mind. So don't never think that that's not what I'm thinking about. Or else I'm a private person. I would not put my business, I would not be talking like I do online if it wasn't for that. You think I want to? You think, you know, just being someone that feels like you're going to go off and do something great, and that these people have certain standards that you, like with Diana or whatever, they've got certain standards and they don't plan on changing for you. While you're fighting for the people, you're the blood and sweat and tears, and you got all this work going on, and then they building up another bitch to sit there and try to take your position, leaving you trapped. You didn't even get to have a good time and experience things when the ancestors was here. You trapped and everything in some kind of bubble. So that they can sculpt you. That's what that ribbon, that purple rain is around that girl's stomach in the world card. So they can sculpt you and make a man version of you or another version of you and plant it over there in the east of the garden with the divine masculine. And we wonder why every time, why nothing's happening, because they don't have the true essence of the Mother Earth connected. It is what it is. Take care.